Huh? Hello everybody, I'm That One Cat and welcome back. Today I decided to do something a little festive, so I drew a turkey into an anime girl, and I know that probably makes no sense, but it's the best I can come up with for Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, when I post this, it's probably not going to be Thanksgiving. It's probably going to be a little bit afterwards because the Deltarune fan art that I made took a little bit longer than I expected, and this one took a little bit longer too because I decided to make an actual landscape background, because usually I don't put that much effort into the backgrounds. Coming from animation, I usually didn't put that much effort into that kind of stuff because I always saw it as kind of like secondary. But working on something like this, so sorry, I feel like I'm getting sick, so sorry if my voice sounds god awful. So that's why I sound weird. But I wanted to draw something festive for Thanksgiving. And you'll see the background in a minute. We'll get to that when we get to that. I think it turned out okay. I mean, it's a little rough. I'm not really used to drawing backgrounds, but I'd really like to get into it because I've always loved Bob Ross, and I've always loved seeing concept art for worlds and stuff. I always thought that was really cool. But anyway, to the task at hand here. I wanted to draw something for Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving doesn't really have like a character tied to it. It doesn't have like a like a main, like a Santa Claus or something like that. It's not like Halloween or Easter or anything like that, where there's like there's sort of like a theme tied to it. Like Halloween, you can kind of do anything. Easter obviously has the Easter bunny, and making a bunny into a person is not that hard. So I wanted to draw something a little bit weird, because all I could think of was like a turkey. Like, what else do you associate with Thanksgiving? Like, either it's a turkey or it's a pilgrim. So I was like, I guess I'll draw a turkey that's a little bit more interesting. So I wanted to flex my creativity and make something a little weird and see if I could turn a turkey into an anime girl. And I looked up a bunch of reference and I couldn't find anything like this. I couldn't even find like anything that was based on this on Google, and I was like kind of in the dark, because at first I started to draw her as like a legitimate turkey, like a girl with turkey features, and oh Jesus, it looked pretty horrifying. So I scrapped that idea, because she had like turkey legs, and she had like wings, and it looked really bad. I mean, some artists can make that work where they draw like a bird person, but I can't do it. I'm not that good yet. So I decided to instead try to make a dress that had turkey features. So she was still a girl, but the dress reflected the turkey. I thought that looked a little bit more less nightmarish, so I went with that instead. And I like how it turned out. Like, I'm not really I'm still learning things with drawing, and drawing clothes is really hard. And I looked up a ton of reference for clothes and like designing clothes, and because I wanted to make something look nice. I didn't want to just make like a cheap dress and have like a turkey on it or something. So I thought like the wings, I don't know what that's called, like, because I've seen, like, because I looked up a bunch of like fashion stuff and like exotic costumes and things, but there's like, when they hold out their arms, there's like wings underneath. I don't know if it's called wings, but I feel like there's like a fashion term for it. But it looks really cool. There's a lot of like Elton John and stuff like that, and like old 70s bands had that kind of stuff where they had like a, God, I wish I knew what it was called. I'm pretty sure Danny Sexbang has it too. Like, he has like the wings underneath. I mean, they don't look like wings, but it's, I don't know, if anyone knows what that's called, let me know in the comments. It's like a mantle or like a shawl or a cape or something. But I thought it was cool. I thought that was a cool idea to incorporate some fancy colors in here. Also, what I've been doing, and it's kind of weird because, like, I remember I had a art teacher in college, and I only took an art class because I needed an easy, well, I thought it would be an easy A, but it actually was pretty interesting. But at the time, I had no interest in drawing, because I always thought drawing was like, oh, either you're good at it or you're not good at it. And kind of ironic that I'm drawing today, but that's kind of how I saw it back in the day. And but I had an awesome art teacher, and I wish I could go back and take the class again because he was so cool. But I'm kind of going against something that he taught, and I don't know how I feel about it now. Like, maybe I'll feel different later, but he always taught to do continuous strokes. So like, if you're doing a if you're doing a line, you should complete the line in one go. You shouldn't do like the little sketchy lines. And I always did the way he told, where it was like one continuous line. Like if you can't complete the line in one go, you just erase it and do it again. And if it doesn't look good, you just erase it and do it again and do it again and do it again until it's perfect. And I feel like that's what's given my previous artwork. Oh, here we go. Here comes the landscape. I feel like that's what's given my previous artwork kind of like this. It's too clean. At least that's the way I see it. Like some of my older artwork, the lines are they're too perfect. So like it doesn't look real. It looks very digital and looks very like, I don't know. It's not interesting. Like your eye is not interested by like straight continuous lines. Like your eye likes jagged and like interesting lines because it gives you some, because it takes time for your brain to like process that. There's like a whole science behind that. But what I try with this picture, and I think with the Deltarune picture, you might not even have noticed, but I tried doing like little sketchy lines, because I see a lot of artists do that, where if they want to draw a line, it's really just like a segment of like a bunch of lines. Like I don't know if I can really explain that without showing you, but I tried doing that on this one. I think it looked a lot nicer. It looks more drawn. Like it doesn't look so digital and so fake. But here's the background. I watch a lot of Bob Ross, so this is just stuff that I kind of picked up from watching him. I'm gonna really start to learn more about landscapes, because I've always loved concept art. And I've always loved looking on Pinterest and stuff at all the cool like alien worlds and whatnot. Like I would really love to make stuff like that. And I'm going to try to learn that a little bit more. But using what I knew so far, this is what I got. And like I'm still kind of new to using different brushes and stuff, because like different brushes can do different effects and kind of make trees look more real and grass and stuff. So I'm using Procreate, by the way. And there's a bunch of different brushes on there. And I was sort of just like messing around, but it's okay for what I was trying to do. But here's me doing the shading and everything. I tried to do some sun beams or whatever that's called. I don't know what that's called. Makes it look more atmospheric, I guess. But here you go. Here's the final product. I'm really happy with this. Like it's probably the best thing I've ever drawn. Like, but it scares me though, because I feel like the next thing I draw is gonna look like garbage. But this is the final drawing. I would like to sell prints or stickers or something, so if I decided to do that, there will be a link for it down below in the Teespring shop thing. So you can buy some merch if you want to. Support me on Patreon if you want your name on the Awesome Wall of Cats. If you want to see any of my artwork, you can check it out on Instagram. I try to post everything on there. I have a bunch of other speed drawings, fan arts, all sorts of things, and you can check those out. There's probably a box right there for something. You can check that out. Tell a friend, tell your parents, telephone. I don't know. But I'll see you guys next time. If you have anything you want to see me draw, let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.